Next up, number 5, Smael Mondon Jr. out of Georgia. We also talked about him last year. And let me double check, but Smael, a little bit bigger than Barrett Carter. He's 6'2", almost 6'3", 225-ish. So taller, not as heavy, but they're similarly proportioned. Rick, he's 5 on your list. He didn't make Mike's list, but if Mike wants to comment, he certainly can. He was 4 on my list. Tell me about Smael Mondon Jr.
Yeah, this guy has very good speed and range. Again, the modern day NFL linebacker. The one thing that really showed up is I seen him chase Milroe down from Alabama in a scramble. Ooh. So right there, that answered any speed questions. I think he makes plays, but he just plays small. He almost plays hollow. A couple of times when he hits you, it's just there's no thud to it. But this guy—
That's what you mean by hollow? He like bounces off the tackle, the ball carrier?
Hitting a hollow tree, there's poof. It's not like poof.
Gotcha.
So I think this guy can play man or zone coverage with his athleticism. His speed and athleticism showed up as a blitzer, but once they get their hands on him, he's done. This guy to me is also a 3-down starting linebacker, but this guy just needs to get stronger. But the athleticism and speed are there. I had him as a 3rd-round pick right now where I saw him.
Okay, yeah, I had him 2nd and 3rd-round range. And you talk about the hollowness with which he tackles, but he's not afraid to get there. He will fill gaps to the best of his ability given his size, and I thought he
a couple of times now he went up in the bar and got thrown out.
But it wasn't from lack of effort. He was trying to get back in there for last call, but the bouncer kept tossing him out. So because sometimes you see linebackers trying to run around blocks. I didn't get that sense with him. To your point, he does need to get stronger, but he plays with to borrow a Rick Spielman term, with his hair on fire, and that's something that you can work with.
Yep.
Okay. Mike, did you watch Smael?
Yeah. I think I agree with the size. 6'3", 225 is a lot different from 6 foot 225, just in terms of the density. And so like he needs 10 to 15 more pounds before I really feel comfortable at linebacker. I'd rather play him like in the slot right now, or overhang, obviously in college, but like I don't think he's ready to play between the tackles in the NFL. I think that's obviously why he comes back to school also. But I also was disappointed by his ability to read and react. I think he's more of when he's given a directive, he can execute it. Like if he's on a blitz, if he's asked to do something, clean up something that's right in front of him, good at doing that. But when he really has to read a few things going on at once, I thought his teammate, who I had the top 5, Jamin Dumas-Thompson, was quicker to read and more of a playmaker in that same scheme.
I did write down that he did. I'd like to see him improve his awareness and coverage. But why don't you talk quickly about his teammate, Dumas Johnson?
Yeah, he's different, completely different type of linebacker. He's much more of the thumper, middle linebacker, the guy you're going to bring downhill on a blitz. He transferred to Kentucky this offseason, but I'd comped him to Denzel Perryman. I think that's the kind of guy you get. Maybe a little limited in coverage, limited compact frame and what he can do, but a guy who's not afraid to set the tone.
Did you have a draft range for Smael Mondon?
I had fringe day 2. So top of day 3, end of day 2.
I think, Rick, you said 3rd round, and I said middle to late day 2 as well. What'd you comp, Rick? Because you're going to love mine.
Deion Henley when he came out of Washington State. And maybe because of the athleticism and stuff, and one thing that Henley, he played with his hair on fire, but Mike's point's a great point. There's a little bit of hesitation in some of the C to do, which was some of the things that you seen in Henley when he came out of Washington State.
All right. You want to guess my comp? You get 50 guesses.
No, I'll be here all day.
You'll never get it. Jabril Cox. He's a 3rd or 4th round pick. I think he was a 4th round pick.
Yeah, LSU, the transfer from.
Yeah, never quite worked out.
No.
So if it works out for Smael, it'll be a different conversation.